tonight. Temperature now 30.
Straight up 8 o'clock here at the mighty 1630 KCJJ. Jim Hunter and Tommy Lang, and we are joined by a guest this morning.
Yeah, Jake, is it Pellegrino?
That's right, yes, sir.
Oh, I better turn your microphone up. I'm not even supposed to be here today, so I don't know. All right. Jake Pellegrino from the Iowa Heartlanders. You're the tickets, what's the official title? Ticket Sales Director.
Yes, correct. Director of Ticket Sales and Service. I've been here about 6 months now.
Yeah, and you're originally from Iowa, like the Des Moines area, right? But then you moved and you came back?
That's right, yeah. Born and raised in Des Moines, Southeast Polk graduate. Moved away right after high school. Got my first opportunity working for the Miami Heat. Kind of started out there. From Miami, transitioned over to Arizona to work for the no longer Arizona Coyotes, now the Utah Hockey Club. And then that was like right during COVID, so I'd rather have a job than not have a job. I transitioned over to NASCAR, and I've been with them for like the last 3.5, 4 years at this point, and made the transition over back to Iowa. Good opportunity, and we're rebuilding and growing, so it was a really good opportunity for me to move back.
I'm glad you were able to keep your job through much of COVID. I had a friend, my friend Taylor did sales for the Miami Marlins.
Yeah.
And they just laid off everybody, and she moved back here and now does sales for Channel 2. So, I mean, that's cool. But now you're here. And by the way, growing up in Des Moines, I mean, you did have hockey because you had the Iowa Wild, which is, of course, within your umbrella of teams. You know, you've got the Minnesota Wild, the Iowa Wild, the Iowa Heartlanders, and the Des Moines Buccaneers from the USHL. So Des Moines is a hockey city.
Des Moines is a hockey city, and that's funny that you say that. Growing up, I'm a hockey guy through and through. I played a little bit of myself, and pond hockey was always something I looked forward to during the winters here in Iowa. But it was something I watched, it's something I thoroughly enjoyed, and then I moved away and moved back, and I quickly realized that Iowa is not quite a hockey state as much as I thought it was. We're surrounded by Michigan, Minnesota, Wisconsin, some of the biggest hockey states in the entire country. And then come to find out, bordering states we're not.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. We have all these minor league teams. We have, USHL. But in Iowa, you don't have the high school and college teams.
No, so we actually have a lot of club teams, though. So one of my buddies actually played growing up, and that was one of our weekend traditions is every single day that he would go play, and we called it the Cruise Crew. That was his last name's Cruz, and so we had a bunch of our guys participate with that, so that was really cool.
So how many games we got this week? I know we got Wednesday and Friday. Is that it, or are there others?
Nope, so that's going to be it for this week.
Okay.
Wednesday and Friday.
And Wednesday's a rare morning game. You do one of these every year.
Yeah, so that's going to be our best field trip ever game. Actually on Wednesday, so that's going to be a 10 o'clock, 10:35 start for that game. And it's really kind of unique. I know I've been in sports for a while, and most sports teams do like a school day game. So it's going to be kind of fun to kind of see all that crowd from local elementaries and local schools coming in, and it's going to be a little rowdy, but we're definitely looking forward to
How did that go the last couple
game,
times?
it should be rowdy.
Yeah, not necessarily the hockey.
Was last year the first time, or was it? Have you done that before?
What was that?
The 10:30 game? Because I know you did one last year.
We did do one last year.
I don't know
yes.
if that was the first time you'd done it, or if you'd done it in previous seasons.
So that was, from my knowledge, I think that was the first time we've done it last year.
I mean, what was
overall? Like the environment's really cool. From my understanding, everything went really well. You can't really ask for much better help and much better team to coordinate some of those things. And the kids thoroughly enjoy that. We're a growing hockey team, and hockey in itself needs kids and entertainment, and so I think it's going to be valuable to us and for the kids to kind of come and see it and talk to it with their folks and their families.
And they're getting out of school for this.
That's right, yeah.
And I love that.
Yeah, I mean, I can't remember a time where too many people complained about field trips outside of
we would go to field
school,
trips to like a place that made corn syrup or something, or we'd go to like a museum.
And you didn't care.
We never got to go to. Yeah, we loved it because it was in class.
Right, exactly.
We never got to go to a hockey game.
No,
that's awesome.
No, very, very good point there. Yeah, I remember as a kid, most of our field trips would be to like some museums or something along those lines. It's very rare that we get to go enjoy a actual sporting event. So I think that the kids are going to thoroughly enjoy this one.
Is there some pressure on the players knowing that there's kids watching? Like, for example, if there's perhaps an altercation of some sort. Let's play you were playing Bloomington.
Yeah.
Arch rivals. Maybe something break. I think maybe think better of it if there's children watching, or is that?
No, I'm not really sure that they'll think about it. I think in the heat of any kind of game, they're going to go for it anyway. So I think that I'm not sure that they'll be too worried.
Now, we mentioned it's mostly, the kids and from various elementary, high school, through all those levels?
So this is actually going to be targeted towards fifth graders.
Oh, okay. Fifth graders.
Granted, we're not going to stop or turn anybody down from wanting to come through. So this is going to be dedicated or towards more of our fifth graders. But interesting, fun thing for this game as well, anywhere in the bowl. So if you guys are available or if you guys have work or I should say don't have work, rather.
Real long lunch break.
Yes, a real long lunch break.
Start
a little early.
1.
There you go. We do have $15 tickets anywhere in the bowl for that game as well. So
there are a lot of people who don't work a normal 9-to-5 schedule, who maybe work a third shift, or maybe they don't work till like 3 in the afternoon or something, and they don't get to see hockey. So this
exactly, it'd be perfect to come out and do something and spend a little bit of your morning, and it's definitely different. So.
Now, what's funny is coming up on Friday, we have the teddy bear toss.
That's right.
And in the commercial, David Fine kind of jokes around about, it's the teddy bear toss, but it's also hockey and there's hitting and stuff. Did you see the clip of the hockey game the other night? Maybe it was last night. I tagged the Heartlanders in it, where the two guys were fighting during the toss.
I did not see that, no.
The big brawl broke out right after the goal. So people like throwing the teddy bears on the ice as the guys are beating the hell out of each other.
That sounds like a great time. It
looked like some people actually throwing the teddy bears at the other players.
That's actually really funny. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to go watch that clip.
Yeah, I'll have to find out. Let me take a look real quick here, which teams it are, so you can look for it. Because I put it on X, and David Fine already said he liked it, which I appreciate. Let's see. It was Ottawa versus the Ottawa 67s versus the Barrie Colts. I don't even know what level that is. See, look at that. Those guys just tossing teddy bears at it.
right during the scrum, just tossing them out there.
Hopefully, it's a little more peaceful this Friday night when the teddy bears get tossed.
Ideally, we'd like to see a little bit more peace there on that one. It's a good cause.
It's a good cause.
Hopefully the players can get behind that and understand that. But so Friday, it's going to be December 13th. It's a 7:00 evening game. We do actually have $33 teddy bears that people can purchase at the store. They can throw them on the ice, and we do encourage people to bring their own bears for this game. So that is something that we are able to bring through the doors so they can toss onto the ice. It does go to a good cause and good organization there, so definitely looking forward to that one.
Well, the team's on a roll. What, 5 in a row now?
Yeah, we are playing some of the best hockey we've ever played. So I think that speaks a lot of volumes as far as Coach Damon goes and the new staff we have in there.
And some behind wins, too, the last few games.
Yeah, so it's kind of wild. Like, we'll go down 1 or 2 and then come back and end up taking it the whole way. So it's definitely some good hockey we've been playing, and I'm excited for this team. Like I said, some of the best hockey we've played ever in team history, so this is the best start that we've actually had in our 4-year tenure. So
now I want to go back to the teddy bears because you kept mentioning it's for a good cause, but we never mentioned what the actual cause is.
Yes, so this is going to be gosh dang it, why am I missing it right now?
Well, I should have your website up, but I don't, so I'm missing it too.
So what traditionally we've done in the past, we donated to Toys for Tots. I believe that's where it's going this year as well. That was something we were working on, trying to figure out if there was other organizations or other causes we were looking to contribute towards, but it is going to be for Toys for Tots again this year, I believe. So,
let me see.
I don't think they have it out there yet.
Teddy bear toss. Full game details. Here we go. Ticket packages. Blah blah blah. Bring a teddy bear. Be donated to families in need this holiday season. Yeah, it's not specific, but.
Yeah, it's not out there right now, but like I said, internally we were talking about it. It is going to be going for Toys for Tots as of right now. So,
good. And now I also see it's Wild Affiliation Night. Obviously,
That's right.
Celebrate your affiliation with the Minnesota Wild. But what is taking part with that? I mean, what events will happen around that?
Yeah, so we're going to be celebrating the partnership there that we have with the Wild, Iowa Wild, and Minnesota Wild. So a lot of that's going to be tagged around. Our affiliation, our colors, what we stand true to as far as the league and the division go. So it's kind of interesting, but definitely looking forward to that one as far as the relationship that we have with the Minnesota Wild and Iowa Wild. So
now I have asked for some Iowa Heartlanders merchandise for Christmas from my family. And
Love that.
they're going on the website. Now, do you have a lot of people just go into the store? Do you have a lot of good stuff in the store people can pick up for family members?
Actually, yes, Tony is our new merch guy. Shout out, Tony. He's turned the store around quite a bit. We've heard a lot of good things from fans coming in, talking about the new merchandise that's in store there. And Tony does a really good job of setting everything up, making it look good, and making sure that we get the right products in the door. So,
what are the hours?
So the hours actually, so we are not available on certain weekends, but we are available Monday through Friday. Traditionally, Tony's in the store anywhere from 10 to 4 or 5 o'clock. But if you do need something, connect with myself or Tony, and we'd be happy to get something set up for you guys.
Yeah, and they're always open during the games, too.
Correct,
You can wander
yes,
in there.
absolutely. Yep.
It's very cool. Is there anything else we should promote while you're here?
I would definitely talk about the our hat trick package. That's something I'm looking forward to. So for anybody's knowledge, this package does include, starting at $45, does include a hat. And this is actually going to be geared towards our tailgate pregame party games. So last year we had our first sellout game last year, officially on April 12th. So we're going to be repeating that again this year. We did 5 times. We've already had 2 of our games, but the next one coming up is going to be January 18th. It's going to be our Wild Wild Midwest game.
And those block parties are fun. I went to that one for that sellout in April, and that was great.
Yeah, I mean, it's a $15 ticket if that's the way you look at it for every game. So it's a $45 package and comes with a hat. So definitely looking.
Oh, cool.
That's going to be exciting.
And you can go to iowaheartlanders.com for all the information. You can order tickets online. It's also how you can listen to the games when they're, well, at home and on the road as well.
That's right.
I like to promote that when you guys are on the road because people can't go to the game.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah. I do miss traveling myself, so that's kind of
your story is really fascinating, man. I mean, you look like a pretty young guy, and you worked for the Miami Heat and then NASCAR. I mean, that must have been a blast for you.
Yeah, I've definitely had a good run about it. Definitely worked for some really great organizations, and it's funny that you say that. I was never a NASCAR fan growing up. I grew up with dirt track racing, sprint cars, and modifieds, but. When I go work for NASCAR, it's a different animal. It changed my mind, changed my perspective about the sport, and it's something that I got on board with pretty quick. So
cool.
The fans are really cool, and it sounds weird, but I would say that they're similar to hockey fans in the capacity that they're very loyal, very supportive, and people spend their vacations and their time traveling to NASCAR races.
Oh yeah.
I'm one of those people myself where I thoroughly enjoy to go to other stadiums and check out ballparks and all those things in my free time. So it's very different and very unique in that capacity. It's a much larger crowd, if you will. Sometimes 25 to 100,000 plus people there in Daytona. And then you get some of those crowds there, like Miami Heat, 15, 20, 30,000 people. So it's just different capacities, but definitely very unique.
Well, welcome back to Iowa, and good luck with your career with the Heartlanders. I know that people are getting excited about the team. It's year 4 for the Heartlanders?
Yeah, so this will be season 4 officially.
Yeah.
New ownership here. This will be season 2. And it's funny that you mentioned the Des Moines Bucks. A lot of people don't actually know, but our current owner now actually owns the Bucks as well.
Oh, okay. I think I did hear that a long time ago.
Yeah, so Michael's a great guy, and he's really trying to change the perspective and the world around sports here in Iowa. So he's really setting the pavement, setting the groove for all of those things, and he's very supportive of hockey here in Iowa. So love that.
Excellent. Well, thanks, man. Really appreciate
thanks
you
for coming
being
in
here.
Yeah, absolutely, gentlemen. Thank you so much for having me, and please feel free to reach out at any point in time.
All right. Thanks so much. It is 8:13 at the Mighty 1630 KC.